Look, guys, the day has come. The Russian made us a map of the two new areas of the swamp. This is going to help us a lot to be much more efficient when going to the camps and the chests, okay?
Forget all the possible items. Let's go in. And while I show you this here, I'll leave the links when I upload this to YouTube. I'll put the links here. Now I'll share them if you want, also for those of you watching here on Twitch. Okay? And well, it's an interactive map, just like he did last time, okay? Okay? The break trees and things like that don't show up yet, but last time during the anniversary, he ended up adding them. He kept developing these maps and ended up adding them. Today, we're just going to the camps and the chests, okay? To try to get all that, keep in mind that anyone who wants to pick up break along the way can do it. They can do other things, but we're going to try to do that. I think that's already a pretty big percentage of what we take advantage of. Since it's interactive, up here on the right, okay? You can uncheck things here, okay? For example, I want to remove the boxes that need the hook. I want to uncheck them because today we're not going to use the hook. I want to remove them too, okay? If something is locked, well, this is what's locked. This we can leave, okay? This is locked because you need the off-road vehicle ramp in case you want to get inside. Okay?
The door that also needs the hook, we uncheck that too, okay? And we leave it, okay? The chests, which are 65 chests, okay? The random spawn, which is good. Well, these camps that we'll see if they're always in the same place and all that, okay?
The doors that need an axe. The ones that need a crowbar, okay? And the unique resources, which can be, as I said, corn. Here, I think it's corn and sprouts, okay? I'm going to minimize it. I'm going to put it here small on the screen next to me, okay? And we'll do it, and we'll see it as we go. I'll put it up from time to time, and I'll mark it, okay? But so it doesn't get too crazy, okay? We're going to do it like this, more or less. What do we have to do first? We go to the camp, okay? Later on, you could even do this like we did last time, since there's no camp right now, because this says camp. Notice there's something you need to keep in mind, okay? You enter through here, okay?
And for me, and I imagine, because I haven't seen it yet, okay, that this camp is the one that appears either in story mode or when you do the missions, okay?
It's at the entrance, since there are no missions or anything right now, okay? In theory, we should be more or less around here, okay? But anyway, we're going to check all that out as we go, because I'm going to go here. We'll see it as we go. I'm going to make it small like this. And now we're going to get off as soon as we can. On this side, there's something we're going to do that I think is important. Get up. Be careful so the jumper doesn't see us, okay? So it jumps whenever it wants. Drop down here if you can, please. Don't leave the puddle next to the SUV. What we're going to do is, there we go. I have it set. The dodge roll, that's right. No, well, rolling since we're going to go with the off-roader. Like I said, maybe later we'll do it on foot. It's likely that doing it on foot with dodge rolling could work well, and that way we save fuel. Today we're going to do it with the off-roader, I think, so it's a little faster, okay? Let's come over here. Here we have a chest, okay? So, on the side, I activate stealth, okay? And I can go with the off-roader in stealth mode. That way, you move in stealth, okay? So, I'm opening this chest. Well, what you have to do is, if you want to do it right, this is the one. You mark it as seen, you see? And now it shows up dimmed. This way, it makes things much easier for you. Because we've already seen this chest, okay? So we move on. I'm gonna try to go up to the one above, okay? And from there, we would keep checking, okay? Perfect. They give us all this. For now, I'm gonna grab everything. Probably at some point, okay? I'm going to have to start deleting things and so on. I brought too much food. Because a lot of things we're going to... The bad thing about the trees, okay? Careful. If we keep breaking too much, we're going to damage the off-roader. But anyway, you see, guys? That's how it is. Whatever you can do, let's come over here. This one won't let me see it without giving it a little tap. So we open it normally, take it with us. Boom, boom. Same thing, this is the one, we mark it. Okay? Like I did. And now, for example, I want to go over here. I think, look, we can go through here. In this one, we can pass by this event over here, which might be there or might not be. Okay?
And we head towards the chests on the right, okay?
Perfect. So we grab everything. Look, we're already picking up antimony there. Because, look, here it is. And the event, this interactive event we have here, I think I'm gonna take it out by shooting. Okay? Like I said, everyone can do whatever they want, okay? They can do this however they want. These are sprouts. Shit. It stunned me. These are sprouts. So, well, I'm gonna take them, okay? But I'm only gonna take sprouts that I'm really excited about, okay? I mean, I'm not especially excited to come here and pick sprouts because we won't have room for everything. We're probably going to try to do the whole map, and this is going to be crazy, and the amount of sprouts they give is amazing. Is it really worth taking duct tape, scrap, and whatever else? Well, we'll probably end up deleting them anyway, and that's it. But hey, we already have the SUV with 11 slots. We don't have all 15 yet, but we do have the SUV with 11 slots.
We're going to have to put gas in here, otherwise it's going to run out on us.
There we go, okay? But now we have 11 slots, so that's not bad. We can start storing things. We can leave all this here. Maybe we can mark it as done. And that's it, okay? Now we're going for the next one, and that's it. Look, we messed up. Be careful with some chests. Don't do what I just did. If you see something suspicious, there are some places that are really hard to climb, okay? What you have to do in these cases is, the character, look, this is actually good for me to show you, okay? So it doesn't happen to you, all right?
What you need to do is always let the character get out on the left side, okay? Do it like this. Get down next to the chest. Don't be reckless like me, all right?
Because in the end, you get stuck there. Sometimes there are climbs where the character gets caught and won't let you climb properly, okay? And it gets messy, all right? I don't want to leave the carrots. We can leave this and move on to the next one. Let's mark the chest again, as I've seen. Come on, sir. These guys go down with a single shot. Nice little chest, all right? Well, same thing. This chest is this one here, all right? We mark it, and for now, we'd probably go to this one down here, and then we'll head over there. I'll keep marking them, all right? This chest is this one here, all right? We mark it. Damn, there's already one down there on the edge. We'll see about that. I think we're going to go up this way and make kind of a circle, Grab all the chests and everything. It's crazy, all right? But hey, let's try it. Okay, guys?
Come on, let's go. We'll grab this one now when the mark disappears, and then we'll go up and head to the camp. Let's try. Like I said, let's try to get everything, I think. All the camps, everything, or at least almost everything, all right?
Because if they start giving out a lot of sprout fields and things like that, we won't be able to carry everything, all right? And on top of that, until we get the dog thief, which will give us more slots, okay? This is crazy. Let's take this down. This is the camp, all right? This is this particular camp. So here we should have 5 chests inside, all right? I'm gonna take this off. 5 chests that we're going to be picking up. There are doors you need a hook for, things like that. Well, there are 5 chests, and we'll see if we can get them all. I don't know, I think we can. This one goes down here, right? You pick it up, there's a door you need a pry bar for. There should be something like that, I think. Or is this one with an axe? It's not with an axe, it's with an axe, sorry. It's with an axe, yeah. Since I don't remember, I brought a spare axe. I don't remember if this used up a spare axe or not, so I brought one. This, okay, it used up, well, half an axe. Not quite. Or maybe more or less half an axe. Half an axe. Okay? I'll mark these 2 chests while they're opening. Okay. I'm on the other screen. I don't close the screen. I was on the other one. Careful. This is the bad part. You have to keep switching screens here and you might get a scare. Look, Corn. In the end, you end up picking up little things, We'll have to see. Well, did you remember that? We brought a couple of pistols and an equalizer. I wasn't really sure, but I think we brought a whole equalizer between 2 pieces of equalizers we had lying around. Okay? More or less, okay? But anyway, just to get an idea of what we'll spend in these villages, if you want, you can drag everyone and shoot them. But, well, I don't know how profitable that chubby guy, Gordon Flash, really is either. If we're going to do the Ashwood run, which I think we are, then we have to take him out.
There's no other way, so let's take advantage of it. We go at it. Pom 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 pom.
Pom 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 pom. Come on, sir.
Try it, you're good. I don't even know what's left to extract. I'll just kill you, so no. The other 2 of you left. Okay, perfect. Notice that we've saved a lot. And even though we've made a few small mistakes, we've saved a ton. We grabbed the antimony chest and we're out. Come on, let's go. Boom, boom. Let's get to it. Look.
For example, here we have a camp. Okay?
I'm going to mark it like I did. I'm going to mark this chest. Okay? I'll show it now. First, I'll mark it now. Okay? And now I'll tell you which ones they are. They're down here. And you can do this too. This is what I'm going to do. Okay? I'm going to take out this guy. Okay? And here's a chest, which we have here. And below there's a camp, and it's a corn camp. If it's a corn camp, I'm going to get the corn ones. Okay? But with sprouts, I'm not going to get all of them. This one, if I'm not mistaken, is... If there's sprouts, I won't do it because I'm sick of sprouts. Okay? And I'll skip it. So what I'm going to do is get this chest. That camp is... That way I save weapons and stuff. I won't have room for the sprouts. I just won't have room for everything. Okay? So I'll skip it. And in situations like this, even if you're driving the off-road vehicle, for example here, okay? This chest is close by, so you leave this here, or you go on foot and come back, okay? And same here, there's a camp up there, okay? So for all of this, we can leave the off-road vehicle there, plus it's faster and even cheaper. This one's for corn, okay? So I'm interested in this one, just with the shotgun, okay? We can do it! We gathered a few here, boom! We took out 3. Well, not the 4th one, but look, we took out 3 guys, so we can get the corn easily. I'm interested in the corn, okay? You go there, grab a ton of corn, and I think it fits. Yeah, perfect. We take it, and that's it for sprouts to pick up. The thing is, otherwise it gives so many sprouts, I can't store it all. And we have another chest coming this way. Look, in the end, I brought what the SUV had, and I was going to come here on foot, but it was just too much. The bad thing about this is that if you want to move around stealthily with the off-road vehicle, you have to use stealth.
And if you do that, you can't use the roll. because if you switch to the roll, it takes a long time to activate. Okay? But anyway, look, pistol, little pistol, in the end, if you get all the chests. Okay?
It's rare for them to give you weapons, but if you get all the chests, in the end, you'll end up getting weapons and stuff. Okay, so watch out!
Because, let's see how this turns out, and I'm going to try to do the whole map like this. It's going to take a while, but let's try it. Look, in this camp. Okay? It shows me that there's a door that needs a pry bar, and that there are 3 chests in total. Okay?
I only see 2, okay? And it's because the camp isn't exactly the same. I don't know if these camps can change and be in other places, and maybe the one I'm at is this one or another one, okay? And maybe this camp isn't exactly the same, okay? I don't know if the Russian took everything into account or not. I'm going to mark everything as collected, okay? So it doesn't make it harder for me to know where I am, etc., okay? And we'll keep moving forward. If any camp doesn't match, well, that's fine. The Russian is actually doing a pretty good job.
We're not going to complain. He's not charging us anything. He's doing it for free.
We keep moving forward. And if any camp isn't exactly the same, we keep going.
I'm telling you, we should send him some snacks or maybe a bottle of vodka or something.
We're clearing out cables and scrap and stuff like that, and we're going to keep clearing it out. We get to another camp that should be there, the Russian tells us. Crowbar. 3 chests, a patch of something good. Let's check everything, but first, let's do something. Pistol and shotgun in the camp, so we have quite a few people. Man, if you gather them, sometimes it's complicated to gather all the runners, maybe. You know, you can maybe kill the runners, the fast ones, so they don't get on top of you, so you don't get too much radiation. But you gather the skinny ones. The skinny ones you can gather, okay? That fat guy, if he runs a bit more, well, we take him out, okay? We take out this guy, and now the fat one, whatever you want, you gather the fat one with the skinny ones and shoot them all together with a shotgun. It might not be easy, because the speed is a little different. He runs a bit faster. But, well, if you find an area where you can move him.
Okay. Well, it could be cool, okay? Look, for example, here I go. Let's see, guys. Let's see if we can get him out. Make him come here. Like this, like this, like this. And hey, just pop, pop, pop. It already jumped over there. Now here, moving a little this way, a little that way.
A little more this way. A little more this way. Oh, the skinny one.
Come, come, come. The more the better. The more the better. Look, 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 man. Look.
Now comes the part where I hit him with the grenade launcher.
The guy, perfect, except for a skinny guy. I got the fat guy and everyone else, okay? Not bad at all. Well, that's a considerable saving. It's a considerable saving. What's left here? People always come to greet me. Perfect. Oh, yeah, camp. This camp tells us there's a farm plot, but maybe not this one, because like I said, it might change. All right?
It might change.
And it tells us that there's like a farm plot here and all that. But there isn't, all right? There isn't. There are simply 3 chests. There's no farm plot. I mark it. It tells us there are 2 farm plots. I imagine this is because maybe the camps are random. The camp is always there, all right? But maybe the camp later has several variations, versions of the camp. It's still too early to know for sure, all right? And what we're gonna do is keep collecting. Because the chests are all fine. The camps are where they should be. If it doesn't match later, well, then you go to the camp. You take whatever there is. If there's corn, you take it. If there are sprouts and you want them, you take them. If there are chests, you collect them. That's the most important part. All right? Everything about the chests. So we mark them, we keep going, and move forward. That's it. Little chest, grab it. Careful, we're getting loaded up with new items from the swamp. Look at how the off-roader is already. Look, we've got 32 alligator skins. More skins made here too. 35 ash wood without even farming. 28 antimony, 36 corn. Careful, we're getting loaded up.
And we're not spending too much either.
It's going to be expensive. Acting like an idiot is going to cost me. Don't act like an idiot with your radiators. Kill them quickly, because in the end, on top of that, he brought these pills that are crap now. They only remove 10 radiation. The others remove 30. The good ones are the vials. Look, another area that needs an axe, okay? In theory, there are 2 with axes and 2, okay? In theory, there are 2 that need an axe. Look, I got it. And 2 that need a pry bar. So in theory, with 1 axe, okay? That axe is really worn out. I think I'm going to delete it now. It uses up a little less than half. Like the axe now. You can use it to get regular wood and put up barricades or something like that. But honestly, right now this axe, so it doesn't take up space, we'll get rid of it. I'm going to use this up. Because if we don't use it, it'll just stay there. Okay, let's grab the chests. In theory, there are 6 in this camp. Maybe not in the same proportion or placement as before. But anyway, it should be around here. I'm going to use up this weapon. I have to use it, because if not, this is crazy. 5 corn left. I can carry them. I can carry them. and 12 out of 17. All right. I think we're gonna leave. Look, guys. Right now I have, in theory, 45 chests. I have a lot less. Okay? The map shows me, okay, that I have 45 out of 65. That's not true because there are chests that I marked and they weren't there. Okay?
And there are chests that I marked because they were behind a hook or something like that. And those are chests that I marked as collected, but they're not collected. I probably have between 30 and 35 chests collected.
A little more than half, maybe. I don't think I'm going to go all the way to the end. I think that's it, man. With what we've done, I'm going to grab this chest that's on the way. Look, I'm going to grab this chest on the way over here, and this one that's on the way up, okay? I'm going to grab those 2 chests.
And then we leave, and we see what we've spent and what we're taking with us, because I don't have any space. And also, my clothes are getting tight, okay?
It's crazy. Look, guys, I left the map. I came back in here at the entrance just to come in and see what we have. I brought 2 Genesis pistols. Okay? I brought 2 Genesis pistols. They gave both pistols back to me. Okay? I brought about 1 resonator and a shotgun. I don't know exactly how much, maybe half, 3/4 or something like that. How much did I actually spend? Okay? Because I think there are no Genesis pistols left here. With what they've given me, let's see. Maybe I've been pretty lucky with the Genesis weapons. And maybe they don't usually give out that many. Okay? But what I've actually spent is less than the cost of a Genesis weapon. What have I gotten in exchange for less than a Genesis weapon and a little more than half an hazmat suit? I've gotten, well, the weapons. Hold on, let me grab them all because otherwise this is crazy, okay? I've gotten 4 Galpaton and 3 pistols. That is 7 weapons. The Galpaton aren't that powerful, but 4 Galpaton and 3 pistols, okay? I've gotten a bunch of corn, and it's true that maybe next time I come, I'll grab less corn and focus on getting a bit more of other items. Or maybe what I'll do is cover half the map and then leave, okay? But I got corn. Look, 140 corn, and there was more. But this is what I got, okay? And I got 60 sprouts. But I probably won't get sprouts when I come back because I have a lot at the base. Or I'll just get a little bit. 32 crocodile, 49. Okay? I'll put it here together so you can see it.
49 unrefined antimony. And 5 refined, I got 68 ashwood, more than an old red zone.
It's true that now, proportionally, it's less because each ash plank doesn't require 5 but 8. But 68 and I haven't farmed. Just looting chests. If you do this, you don't even need to buy the chainsaw. I mean, with this, you do this, you get ashwood, and this is enough, okay? With the chainsaw, we'd obviously get more, right? And then I got some corn here. 2 more planks as well, okay? The 5 antimony pieces, another 5 of tough leather, which is crocodile skin already processed, okay? So that's awesome, right? Plus the 32 crocodile skins here. It's awesome, and I spent very little because I think I got lucky and they gave me 2 neutralizers. Anyway, guys, it's true that I used up a few of these pills. I used 15 pills, but that's also because it's my first time coming here. I'm kind of all over the place, checking the map, talking on the stream, you know? So it's a bit more challenging for me. But if you do it right, okay? If you do it a little better, if you don't push it so much when taking damage and all that, you can do it with a lot less. But as you can see, the cost is very low. You get a lot out of it. I grabbed a chest. I didn't mention it. I didn't get the second chest, but I also grabbed an ash chest. This antimony was already here, okay? I didn't get the second one. But if I had spent a little more, I could have grabbed the other chest in this area. I could have grabbed the antimony box too, okay?
But I'm carrying this ash log, and inside, I think there are 80-something ash logs as well. Or keep an eye on these areas, because if you spend a little time with the map, you don't have to do the whole thing. You just do a part of the map like this. You go to the Hopian chests along the way. Boom, 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 boom.
A couple of camps, you go and you make a killing. And on top of that, it's not that expensive. Because even though not always, I imagine not always, what is clear is that they're going to give us quite a few weapons. I don't know if many of them will be in Genesis, but the expense is definitely worth it. Thanks, of course, to the Russian who made the map for us.